All right, so I wanted just to get on here. My audio got scuffed, so now I got to do a voiceover. So I don't really know how that happened, but I recorded a 30-minute video with no audio. So now I have to do this because I really don't want to do this over again. And then I also don't want to, you know, I kind of can't do the unboxing all over again. But basically, I got an order in, and this is what I'm explaining here, is that I got an order in. I picked up the box, and I said it was kind of heavy, so it was a good size box. I didn't really expect what was in it, but I ordered some magic and got some magic, and I don't really know what to do with it. And basically, I was like explaining like whether if I want to open it for myself or if I want to just package it out. And explained a little bit about saying that I'm on my lunch break. I got a little extra time on my lunch today because my wife is she's at an appointment, and I got the baby here, so I wanted just to what perfect time to do an unboxing when I just got the package. You get to see what's in it together, and of course I'm using safety when I'm using this knife, and chilling. Basically, what I ended up wanting to, what I did in this whole entire video was give you guys a little bit about me, and I'll talk for as long as I can, and I'm just gonna cut the rest of the video out because most of it's just me talking to the camera, and I can't really speak for 30 minutes because I've already spoke for 30 minutes, and I don't really have too much time anymore right now. But I wanted to at least get this video up and uploaded before I ended up going back to work. And, here's me opening the box, and I noticed I only had 4 things in it, but 4 things was pretty heavy for 4 things. There is a box of Pyrexa right there. It is a draft boosters, and I'm definitely going to be opening that, and hopefully I can make some money off of that, but mostly, I got all this magic stuff mostly for myself because I wanted to, open some of it and, dabble in the game. It's a slippery slope, but it's a good slope. A lot of my friends talk about it, so I wanted to basically just get a look see and experience magic for myself. Wanted to open some cards and see what the packs have and things like that. Just get excited about something new because I've been crazily excited about this Pokemon stuff. I got some Aether right there, and then I got these Foundation Jumpstarter boosters, and that's basically what I'm gonna end up opening for myself. I'm gonna open one of these foundations, and then I said in this video that if this video gets 200 comments and 100 likes, I would open that Aether box on another video, or if we can get me to 50 subscribers, I'll open it on live with you guys. And basically I was going to open half of the box for myself, and then the other half was going to be for, to put up on the store, on the eBay store. That's what I was doing here. And it would have been great had you guys actually got to experience the video as I was saying it, because I was super excited. I was looking through things and asking questions basically to the audience. I was looking on the box. I was looking to see how many packs were inside of that Aether and basically what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna open half of the pack. So whatever's in there, half of whatever's in there. I don't know. If you can comment down below and let me know how much these boxes hold, how many packs these things hold, that'd be great. I know that on the foundations it says 24 boosters, but I don't know, is that same thing for Aether? Is it the same thing for the Pyrexa? Because it doesn't say it on there. So, and I don't want to just open the package and just, because what if I wanted to sell it sealed? I don't really know what I want to do with it yet currently. And I was gonna open it right there. I grabbed the knife and I was gonna open it. I was we're gonna wait, and we're actually gonna go and see if we can get the likes and the comments, and to open it with you guys, just to have that experience. Get another video of content for you guys, because that's basically what I'm trying to do here, is just bring content to you guys every single day, or at least once every few days. I just want to be able to put something out there. I also forgot to mention in this video, before I forget, is that I took a video with my wife last night opening some Pokemon, and it was her first ever packaged. I still have to edit and put the video together, put the voiceover in also, because I'm pretty sure the audio got scuffed in that one too. But it's gonna be nice that my wife ended up joining me on one of these little adventures. It's always nice to have other people with you, on these types of adventures. But I was explaining a lot of, basically giving you a history about myself and who I am. I'm currently in the Army. I'm active duty. I've been in for 5 years. I joined when I was 27. I'm 32 now. I have 5 kids, so I have a big family. I have a lot to motivate me to make this business into something bigger than it already is, or bigger than, I basically there's a drive for me to want to make this as big as I possibly can make it. But I also can't do it without you guys, I also said on this was that I have my Linktree. My Linktree has a GoFundMe on it. It's mostly to basically be able to fund this business and put it to higher heights. I myself already invested $5,000 into this company, and probably more. I've been purchasing, and I haven't really been doing the numbers for all the extra things that I've been purchasing, but I've been putting my own money into this business. And yes, I want to get it out, but it's more of a hobby right now. It's a lot of fun. It's exciting. I got one order the other day, and I said this on one of my other videos. I got an order the other day, and it just made me ecstatic, excited, to be able to put that order together. And I mentioned that I did do a little extra in that order, is I put with that Ethan's Ho-Ho, I ended up putting another I believe it's SIR, special illustration rare, I believe, or it was a special art rare. I don't really know which one it is, but I know I put another card in there, just basically showing my gratitude to that person of, being my first ever customer, and just giving me that joy to be able to, get this out there. And of course, I will put more things out there, more orders will have these little onesie twosies, these little extras here and there, just to put a smile on somebody's face, or just like, whoa, I didn't expect that, just little surprises. That's always nice to bring people a little bit of joy. And I did mention that, I can't make every single person happy, and I'm not here to make every single person happy, but for the people that I do bring joy to, or, that little unexpected surprise, it will make me feel good if I can make a little bit of people have some of those memories, I did pull out my collection, and I did end up talking about what started the hobby for me. But we'll just get into that in another video, so that I can actually be excited in the moment and talk about the story. That was my biggest thing, is that I was really excited about this, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So what I'll do is I'll share that in another video where I can actually be bubbly and hear, hey, look at me, be able to actually show that emotion. I show it in this, but it's not the same me doing a voiceover for this, I also spoke about the fact that when I put my own money into this, I ended up setting myself up and getting myself an iPad. I got myself a thermal printer. I got myself a scale to, be able to weigh packages, to make sure that I'm, not losing money, or, putting the right thing on the package so that it doesn't get sent back and I end up making a bad customer experience. Like I said, I can't make everybody happy, but I'm definitely gonna try. And most of the reason why I did this upfront cost and got all my bubble mailers, got all my stuff, is to mitigate some of those things and to try to not make those big mistakes. Of course I'm gonna make mistakes here and there, because I'm new to all this, but the more I can mitigate the risk of making mistakes, the better experience everyone has together. I also spoke about the fact that I have social anxiety, so I look away from the camera a lot, and I'll get better as I make more videos. I'll get more confident in everything, but it's I'm a soldier, but I mean, we all have our little tisms, what else was there? Basically, my goals for this whole entire thing was, why I started a GoFundMe is I did that because I want to have more capital to work with, and to be able to get out of the army and actually have a business worth, basically be able to do this full time and not have, be able to be financially independent. Basically, that's the big point, is to be financially independent. I've been in for 5 years. I'm currently injured right now. I got a back injury, and I was talking about that in this. And those are really hard to heal, and it's not looking amazing right now for my career. They're saying that this is something that's going to stick with me for a while, and it's not going to get any better. They're going to be able to try to mitigate some of the pain, but they're never going to be able to get away from the pain. But they said, it's not looking the greatest, and I'm hoping, I signed for a 6-year contract. I did 2 years already in that contract, my re-enlistment, and I'm hoping I get to stay here for the extra 4 years. I would love that, be able to build, because for the first 2 years of this business, I'm not going to be making any money for myself. Everything's going to go from in the business and then keep going into the business. I'm going to keep reusing all the money I make from this business to keep putting into the business, to keep trying to make more and more, try to build something better. My biggest thing was and I think I'm grabbing my first hit. I think that's what he went. Yeah. Oh, I'm grabbing the big binder. Okay. I think I'm showing things out of, I probably did just show the hit already. My first big hit was that Pikachu, and I'm pretty sure I'm showing more of my hits now. Oh no, actually, I think I'm showing what started this, but that'll be for another video. I'll explain all that in there. But I was excited and basically talking about it all started from a McDonald's Happy Meal, and it came from this. Yep, I am. I am showing that. It's funny. My son brought that up to me. That's why I mentioned all this, of why this started and why this all happened. So, the goals is to, make this successful as I can, I can't do it alone. I mean, I can. It's going to take a while, but if I have your help, I can do more, Any donation would help. Any donation would greatly help the business and the venture, and I want to take you guys with me. I want to build this community, because this community is amazing. Like I've watched a lot of videos about this community, and I'm excited and ecstatic. I was watching Deep Pocket Monster earlier, and I was giggling to myself, because it was great to see how the community was and what they were doing to help him do his challenges, and it's just amazing to see, and it brought joy to me, that's amazing, an amazing feeling, and I also spoke on Brian from Pokeanny. I know he's what gave me the kick in the butt to actually start this and move forward with this, and there I am $5,000 later, and here I am today, starting this venture and wanting to build something so I can learn more, so I can get tips and understand more about this hobby and the things and the ins and outs of it, and if you have any tips for me as going forward as a seller, me being a new seller, please comment below. Let me know what I can do to improve, but definitely subscribe. I would definitely appreciate that. I know that a lot of people ask for that on social media and everything, but I would like to be able to go live, and it'll make things a little better if I'm sitting here with you guys, sorting through cards and just looking through things together. It'd be nice to be able to go on live, and I just need 50 subscribers. I'm not looking for like anything crazy. I'm not looking for 1,000 right now. I'm not looking to look, that Pikachu. I'm not looking to build a crazy following right now, but I would like to be able to activate that live and be able to go live and be able to enjoy all this with you guys. I'm pretty sure my audio just cut out there a little earlier. A little recap of what I was saying is I I wanted to basically, I'm not trying to get a crazy following, but I want to be able to activate the live. I don't know if that's how much I missed, but we'll try there. I know this is a scuffed video, totally, period. It'll definitely get better. Hopefully I can figure out things before I go live and make sure the audio is better before I go live, or like not live, but like before I start recording videos. Big things, big things. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. My link tree is inside of I'm pretty sure it's on my profile, but I'll definitely be able to put the bot up that, if you comment something, it'll basically send you to the link tree. But please, if you can, donate. It would help me a lot. It would help me move forward and be able to succeed in this financial freedom, because what it's looking like in the Army, I might be out within a year, but I'm hoping that I can make my 4 years. And, I'll have this to fall back on. Of course, I'm not gonna be able to fall back on it in right now, but in 2 years, maybe, yeah, I can. But right now, definitely cannot. But with your help, I most definitely can. But if you can't donate, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm not forcing anybody to anything, but I'm letting it be known that, hey, I'll take these donations and put them towards the business. It's not because I want to be greedy or anything. I'm not trying to be greedy. I'm trying to basically build a community and be able to build something you guys can enjoy, as far as, if you can't donate, that's perfectly fine, But if you can help me out with my subscriber goal of getting 50 subscribers, getting 100 comments, 200 comments and 100 likes on this video, I want to be able to open that. I want to be able to share that with you guys. And that would be dope, that would be dope to see this community come together and actually do something like that. But but I'll cut this video right here and, let you guys go, because this was a 30-minute video in total, and there's definitely more to talk about, but I would like to actually talk to it with you guys rather than sit here on a voiceover and speak. It would have been so much more energy and so much more emotion. Like you can see it in the background a little bit, but like the emotion that I had going into this was great. It was, I'm excited, I'm happy, and it's a great feeling, seeing the videos from Pokiani, seeing the videos from Deep Pocket Monster, seeing the videos of the Rip and Shippers. I also spoke about that. That's one of the business models I want to get into. I want to get into the Rip and Ship because it was just great experience for myself. And of course, I'll have to talk about that later again so that you guys can actually see things. Basically see me talking about it. But I got videos of my Rip and Ship experience, and it was a great experience. It made me feel good. It made me feel great. And I want to do that for other people. I want to give that feeling to other people. I know sometimes I got duds, but I was still excited about the fact that we were opening packs together, and the community was there just hyping it up, throwing the clovers in the chat. And I loved that. That was amazing. And I want to be able to do that for others. I want to bring that joy to people, and that mystery. It's great. It was a great feeling for me, and that's what got me so hooked right now and enjoying it. Like, I'm sitting on all these cards right now, and I'm looking at these cards, and I'm sorting through, and it is a great feeling. But it'll be a greater feeling to do it with you guys on a live, and sit here and got to chat with you guys and talk to you guys and just talk about my story, have you guys ask questions about my career and things like that. That'd be nice. That'd be great, to be able to tell my story in a sense, But yeah, you guys have yourself a wonderful day. I'll ask again, please like and subscribe. Please comment. Tell me what your favorite Pokemon is. Please, tell me what I can do better. What can I, even if you have questions about what I do for a living, that'd be even better. Ask. I'm here. I can make videos about everything that I do, and I can't go into crazy detail about what I do in the military, but I can definitely give you some insights of like my day-to-day or things like that. Of course, I'm not gonna say any classified information, things like that. I'm not gonna do that, but like it's always great to be able to meet a member of the community and be able to, hey, what's it like? What's your life like over there? Things like that, you know? Or like, what's it like having 5 kids? Or what's it like, you know, living in wherever or what places you've been to, you know? Just ask the questions, and I'm here, you know? We can do this together, and we can see how far we've come. Also, I also mentioned most of these videos are for me, for myself, for later on to, you know, hey, where did I come from? How did I do before? And what I do better? And look, these scuff videos that I'm making, it's not like you can't do it either. You can. Like, here I am already scuffing videos and doing all the mistakes that I thought I wouldn't be doing. But of course, you know, sometimes you gotta adapt and overcome. But thank you for being here. You guys have such a great day.